Hello and welcome back to Keeping Bees and Sawing Trees. Well, today we're going to be doing a little bit of the beekeeping stuff again. As you can see behind me, got a bunch of honey supers here I just pulled off. So we're going to get the contents of these honeycomb down in here into a bucket. Didn't have a very good producing year here. This is two of my bee yards that I got today, and I had to quit. It is so miserably hot. Matter of fact, it is miserably hot right here in my garage. I had to pull this off the wall just to show you. It is 96 degrees in here. And that kind of explains what I got underneath my hat. Got a do-rag on. Don't have much hair up there to kind of direct the sweat, so this thing's already soaking wet. Haven't even started yet. But that's what we're going to be doing here this evening. Hopefully we can get all these boxes done. Get up early tomorrow morning and go out and get some more supers off before the sun really starts beating. I would like to get back here by 10, 11 o'clock and start extracting. That way it's just a little bit cooler, because this is miserable. This right here is a pretty nice frame of honey. Notice they didn't fully cap this one side here, but I don't know why. But anyway, it's all good honey. I'm sure that's the moisture content is pretty low. They quit making honey here about 2 to 3 weeks ago, so they just didn't have a nectar source to make the cappings out of. So it ought to be good. Well, I'm all gloved up. I'm going to show you how I do this. I made this tank here about 10 years ago. It's got a hardware cloth down the bottom here for the screen. Got a hot knife. It's already plugged in. I believe it's hot. I don't think it gets quite hot enough, to be honest with you. And I like to do a downstroke. Kind of just a back and forth action here. I know a lot of people go up. I just don't like that. Let those sit in here overnight. I like to clean all the wax I can off the frame. Over here, get the other side. Knock the wax off the bottom. Come back in. This little pick here, I ain't sure exactly what to call it, a capping scratcher, I think. And anything the knife didn't get, just kind of rip it open. Wipe that off there, and look at that. All beautiful honey. Well, I'm probably going to put you in a fast forward motion here, get these done, and then I'll show you the extractor. The sun is shining bright like a colorful aurora. It paints the world in hues of orange and white and more. I'm gonna start packing my bag.
let's go. I need to get my own summer style back. The breeze is playing soft through the palm trees loft. Seen it whisper secrets of each land. The sound of the waves lapping on the beach is like a pleasant melody. Soothe my heart's troubles. Windows down with the wind in my hair, I feel so free. Oh, it's the smell of summer. My summer trip. Take me away, all worries, to a place where my heart can play. Under the stars, by the ocean shore, by the vast grasslands. Oh, it's the smell of summer. Dolphins rove, I watch them dance in the ocean's cove. I build a sandcastle high, I touch the summer sky. I sit around a fire, share stories that will never tire. I found the feeling of summer. I fell in love with the feeling of summer. The breeze is playing soft through the palm trees loft. Sing that whispers secrets of each land. Lapping on the beach is like a pleasant melody. Soothe my heart's troubles. Windows down with the wind in my hair, I feel so free. Oh, it's the smell of summer. My summer trip. Take me away, all worries, to a place where my heart can play. Under the stars, by the ocean shore, by the vast grasslands. Oh, it's the smell of summer.
Well, here's kind of my setup here. Got my extraction tank in a bucket right here. Always run the sieve on a bucket with a honey gate on it. And then same way over here, get another bucket, the sieve, honey gate on the extractor. This is a Lyson 20 frame extractor. Love this thing. The only problem I have had with it is this side here should be bolted down. This is the door side. And that little switch right there, it's gone bad on me. So just the way I got my setup here, I took the screw out of here. I use this one most of the time. Like I say, this is 20 frame. I don't have it bolted down real good, just some pieces of wood. And if you're off balance, this thing will walk across the floor. One day I'd like to extend these legs a little bit. I don't know why they make these legs here so short. If you set that on the ground or bolt it to the ground, you cannot get a 5-gallon bucket underneath the honey gate right there. So I don't understand that. There must be a reason. I've never seen a stand for one, but I'm going to make a stand, a nice heavy duty wood stand. That way it will not walk across the floor anymore. I walked into the house there when I first got this, and I heard a noise. I went in to wash my hands and heard a noise, and I come out, and that thing was about right in here, and all the honey was going all over the floor. So you really got to watch this. It's got 10 different speeds on it. When you get up to the 10th speed, sorry, we got a little bit of a glare there. But once you get up to the 10th speed, you better be balanced, because this thing is getting with it. But I just like to start out about number 4. Yeah, let's go to 5. There's all, I think it's pretty balanced, but we'll see what that does. And if it's pretty balanced, we'll start kicking it up. Just on number 5 right there. Man, this honey really starts to pour. Man, is it coming out of there. It's a little darker honey. It must be a lot of tulip poplar in there. This one frame, I left it. It was in a different box, and it seems to be a lot lighter honey. So I'm going to try to separate them a little bit. I like that real light stuff. But like I say, that there's only on number 5. You reach around here and start kicking this up. There's 6. Got a little bit of a rock to it. I'm gonna go to 7. Possibly get ready to hang on to this sucker. Normally about 8 or 9 is plenty fast enough to get all your honey out, but it's just fun putting it on 10, because man, that thing is zinging. It just sounds cool too. And that's all I do with my honey. I just run it through this honey sieve, the top right here, and I'll show you on this one. This top pulls out. It's pretty coarse. It gets the big stuff. Then it's a lot finer down inside to get all the fine stuff. That's all I'll ever do to my honey. I never filter it. Some people may call this filtering. This is not filtering. Filtering is putting it through a filter under pressure. This is all gravity fed. This is all I'll do. But once these buckets are full, I can fill up another 5-gallon bucket out of these. Very easy. Just set the honey gate right there up on the side of the bucket and let it rip until it's full. And then you got 60 pounds of honey. Snap a lid on it and you're good to go. Now, when you want to get the honey into a bottle, then you have to go back to these buckets. But those honey gates are pretty expensive, and I'm not buying one for every bucket that I have, and I'll show you why. Now, everything in here is very tight. I don't have much room, but this is why I'm not buying honey gates for every bucket. Clear to the ceiling almost. Can't afford that. I just kicked this bad boy up to number 8. Just went to 9. It's really starting to get a rock to it. Let it run there for a couple seconds, see if it calms down. Well, we may just run that out at 9. That shake right there, that's 10. It will start rocking and get out of control. So I'm just going to leave it at 9. It's got a timer. I don't know exactly how long it is. I think it's about 8 to 10 minutes. So I'll let that run until it shuts off, and it's a good time to get something to drink and get some other frames. I can get them stacked up here, get them ready to go in for the next load. Good morning, everybody. It is the next day. It's about 7:30 in the morning, and I'm going to get honey off some hives. Never done it this early before, but my goodness, with this heat and humidity that we're having, I can't take it. Yesterday I thought I was going down. But it's already 74 degrees and humid as hell. So that's where we're headed this morning. Hopefully get this done before the sun really gets a beating down. I'm only going to take enough off today to extract tonight, and I'll do it again tomorrow morning at another bee yard. Probably at the house tomorrow, but that's what we're doing. Well, we've only got 2 boxes there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 boxes to get off here. I'm positive they're not all of them are full. I'm going to venture to say at least those 2 are. I don't know. We'll just get them off here and see what we got. Always make sure your zipper's up. That can make for a very, very bad day. The gloves yesterday, they had sweat just dripping off my fingers. It was so hot. But I'm going to show you how I do this. Don't know if it's right, wrong, whatever. That's how I do it. Smoked up here a little bit. Let that rest. I'll try to mount you over here and see what I'm doing on that hive. No guarantees with this little tripod thing I got here. It's not my normal equipment. But I just got a piece of foam. Got from a fabric store. It's not quite big enough to cover the whole top of the box, but only size I could get. And we'll spray it down with this Be Quick. It's all natural. They hate the smell of it, and it just drives them down out of the box. So just give it a nice coating here. Get this lid off. Yeah, that's what I thought. Not much in this box. Hardly anything. But we're in a dearth right now, so I know you see a lot of stuff in bloom here, but there's not much of that the bees use. So I just put that pad on here. You can hear them getting kind of loud there. That's driving them down. And what I normally do before I pull that box off, I'll get the next hive ready. Get some smoke on them. Yeah, put a little smoke down here. Calm them down just a little bit. Move the pad over to this one. This box is ready to come off. Put this one all back together. I'll set this box up here on end, and there's still probably 50 bees in that box. So this is how you take care of them. Yeah, not much in that box either. Been a horrible spring for honey around here. It was very cold. It would get hot, and then everything would start blooming, and then it would get cold, and it frosted everything off. Did that 3 times this spring. So I'm just thankful for what honey I do have, to be honest with you. Hopefully the fall flows a lot better. Yeah, the box there's pretty full. Freshen up the spray a little bit. Blow this box out. I'm very sorry for the horrible camera work here, but like I say, I forgot my tripod. Well, that there is a pretty pathetic honey harvest. Very, very, very pathetic. Little bit in one of those 6 boxes right there. That one right there is pretty full. Had a hard time getting the bees out of that one. They wanted to keep it. Don't blame them, but yeah, very pathetic honey harvest this year. But I'm gonna go back to the house, drop these off, get a bandana. Man, the sweat's just tearing me up. And go to the next yard. I'll get one more yard done. Well, maybe 2 if the next one don't have any honey in it either. I'll get a 3rd one today. Well, welcome back, everybody. It's the next day, and I'm still at it. It is hotter than hell. It's about 97, I think, outside. High humidity. It's about 95 in here. But still getting after it. Got 4 boxes yet to go here of extraction, and then About 2.5 boxes of cut comb. But let's get her done. I'm going to crank up some music and get some honey extracted here this afternoon. Liquid gold right there. Liquid gold. Well, that's about going to do it for this video. Got these boxes out here. Letting the bees cleaning them up here a little bit. I don't know if you can see them flying around. But I am exhausted. Just this heat is tearing me up. It really is. But got about I got one more bee yard to do. That's here at my house. There's quite a few honey boxes here, but what I've been finding so far here this year, there's not much spring honey out there. And I don't know how many boxes I've extracted so far, but it's been pretty pathetic. I only got about 680 pounds of honey so far. And with this yard here, I'm hoping to break 1,000. Normally the spring harvest, I have between 2,000, 2,500 pounds. And that's just not going to happen this year. So all we can do is get the bees ready for the fall harvest, which will be in about a month and a half. So I'm going to have to start feeding here pretty soon. And hopefully we don't have a summer like we had for the past two. Very dry. There was hardly anything in the fall. Now this spring, it was very cold. It would get warm, things would start blooming, and then it would get cold and frost it off. And it was absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. But hopefully we have a better fall flow. But you're at the mercy of Mother Nature. Just beekeeping. But make sure you tune into the next one. I'm going to show you what I do with the wax cappings and how I clean them and clean those for the first stage of it. And I'm also going to do some cut comb honey. I do have some boxes in there ready to do that, and I'll probably start on that tomorrow morning. But that's going to do it for this video. So till the next one, everybody have a good one.